All right, great day, everyone. Just checking out what we've got going on today. Let's get into it. Hope you have had a great weekend. Looks like some wild and craziness going on in the market to the upside. Great day, Lorenzo. Awesome to hear. I'm going to open this up on the other side as well. All right, let's get into it. Just had an awesome meeting this morning. I feel like I'm yelling. Great day, Josephine. Josephine, thank you. Thank you for being the squeaky wheel. It's coming. All right. So let's look at our inverses right here really quickly. What do we have going on? Have they changed that point of control from 1357? You're looking at Baidu as well. All right, 1357 for UVXY. Interesting, eh? They have moved it right there. Let's look at VXX. It's really funny because I had this on a 5-minute and for some reason it keeps going to a 1 minute. All right, our lowest over here is 35.86. All right. Yeah, 35.86 right there. You know what I'm gonna do? See, yeah, okay. There we go. Let's make it, okay, I could do orange and red and then make that a bit thicker. Okay, 35.86 here. Hey, I don't want any audio. Where's this one playing? All right, let's go here. All right, UVIX, let's go SPXS. Just to see where the inverse is in relation. 436, you know what, I totally forgot to do the prices over there. That's okay, I'm looking just to see if they've changed their positioning at all, really. And the answer is no, not just, please just going to be traded for this week. Lorenzo, I'm not sure that I'm, great day, Julie, great day. 1792, all right, they moved it down just a hair. And SRTY, just looking at the inverse to see. Yeah, Tessie is up too much. Yeah, it's a short squeeze, right? All right, 1291 over there, that has not changed. You know it. So Tesla, yes, got as my background. Incredible squeeze, 8%. Holy cannoli. So this one is rocking. The one that, you know, everyone loves to short is now really moving massively to the upside. So since earnings, I'll take this off, and yeah, that's okay. Massively to the upside over here too. Boom. All right, so right here, our big money is at 333.07. Nice, Terry. Terry loves Tesla. Loves it. Also open, massive. There's people, this is like the big crazy one on for Wall Street Bets stock traders that are just, I'm trading this to 82. This is going to be insane. Well, maybe yes, but probably not. It's going to potentially pull back further because if we go from, hey, let's put on this point of control over here. Let's just see from here, where's the big money? 611. Okay, these are the levels that I would watch, right? We had the breakout from 611. Ooh, 975. Okay, so as long as we stay below 975, I would be weary and I would say, hey, we got to make it above 975, and then we got 996 up here. So we'll map out that trade coming up. hey, you know what? How come this did not adjust it to what I wanted? Which is very interesting. Tesla, Open, and Intel. Now I understand why this is not really, quite interesting. Okay. IonQ, we can definitely check that out. Let's check that out. Hold on, let's check out Intel as well. Intel up 34 cents. We have the big money level right there at 24.50. So this could be interesting if it breaks above 4.65 billion. Ooh, and our price is 24.53. All right, crazy volume today. GCTK. We have some wild and crazy ones. Ooh la la, these are yesterday. Never mind. That's not what I'm looking at. But this one does have crazy to the downside, so we'll put it right over here. GCTK, low float craziness, 897,000. And that big money point of control, where do we see it hiding? 1177. Do you think it's going to go down? All right. Check it out. Check it out. HSDT is a big one that is moving today on the low float range as well. We'll include one over here, HSDT, and 925K. Big money level is where? Above us or below us? Oops. So it is still below us over here. Looks like 21.31 on the, so I put 619 and then 21.31 over there, 619. And this is going to be our yellow. Caution, super low float there. All right, MFI. MFI, another crazy low float. I think I'm just going to have one low float to the upside today instead of multiple. We are seeing insane moves on the Tesla accelerated instruments to the upside, right? QMM, another one moving to the upside, 48 million. Don't really like it. Let's check it out over here. Open, Glue, IHT, NAOV. All right, IHT is earnings, but that's really, it's less than $5. One I'm really watching that is less than 5, but looks like they want to push it higher is this one. The B2 Gold Corp. Precious metals. Quite interesting. Had a dividend and still, you want Wing? We can definitely check out Wing. So had a 2-cent dividend, and this one, it's just kind of, you know, let's pull it back to a weekly chart. We're in the breakout zone. Maybe next test is 5, but this has been a pretty steady incline. And when we look at it on a bigger picture over here, look at all the volume that's come in, and where are we in relation to that volume? Somebody's been buying this big time. All right, so we got some call outs. Hold on, I got to put this on my list over here. We've got Baidu that we're checking out for Lorenzo. Let's see on a 24-hour chart over here. All right, what's our volume? Ooh la la. What's our volume? We got 91,000. We'll put Baidu over here. 279 million. 108.45. All right. Let's look at Glue. Let's go down to the bottom here. Glue, careful on that short, Julie. This is very low float, right? And you are above the point of control right now, so caution on that. Caution, caution. If this were to go up above 750, in my opinion, I would get out because you're already above the big money and it is hanging out. And it looks like it's coming down, but they bought at 721. All right. I'm not going to put that on as a up gapper. All right. All right, let's check out IonQ. Not Ion. Ooh, nice IonQ. You know what? I'm going to put IonQ on as well. We'll do that over here. IonQ. All right. Fofo. I'm sorry. I had to laugh at that. Fofo over here. Fofo, Hang Feng Technology Innovation. Fofo. We have the Fofo. Yeah. So here's Fofo. New IPO. And bigger money is down there. If we look at from over here, let's see perspective wise. Yeah, big money is still down below. Let's see how many shares on Fofo. Great day, Willie. Great day. Fofo. Hang Feng, sorry. 6.7 million shares. It's down pre-market. Let's put Fofo over here. $5.58. Has big volume today. There's not that many higher price stocks moving to the downside. Most are advancing because, oh my goodness, we're going to have that 0.25% rate cut. The market is trading ahead of itself. What happens if they've hyped it up? Hyperion DeFi. What happens if they have hyped it up and it's not really happening? And they say, nope, we are keeping it the same, or hey, maybe we are going to cut it double, right? We're going to cut it 0.5%. What's going to happen? We've got NVIDIA, our big one, pulling back still. Hoo-wah, like that, Willie. All right, 23.3 billion. Ooh, do you see they moved it? It was down here, down at 144.77. Look at how they've moved it. Right now, 177. Wow. Big money is trading NVIDIA up here. We had it down here at 170, and they popped it up 177.77. Amazing. Congratulations. Just get ready in case. Did you lock all the profit or most of the profit? It's only officially locked if you've closed the trade, right? If you haven't closed that trade, well, it's unrealized gains, right? Bitu, which means that Bitcoin is, it's funny. Ethereum, orbs. Let's check out orbs over here. I feel like orbs. Beautiful, beautiful. I know you mentioned it here. We appreciate it. I covered it. Thank you. AstraZeneca. Banked like a robber. All right. 3.1 billion. And our point of control for AstraZeneca gap down. Earnings are right over here, 73. Where is it? 73.59. I know you did. You did. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate it. So today we do have a 33 as numerology for the day, or a 6. So this could be interesting. 657 41 586 66. Sorry, 238 34. Nice. 459 32. Okay, so we've got our. We also have our limits for today in case it were to go down. But, you know, this is my prep work. Somebody asked me, hey, do you expect the market to crash today? I just do this as, well, actually, 666 isn't bad. It's been twisted for you to think that it is. It's actually a creation number, right? Did you know that? Yeah, it's a creation number, number of creation. It's not bad. But there is a lot of numerology in trading, for sure. If you don't already know G33, check it out, check it out. There's energy, there's money, there's numbers, all of it put together is combined in the market. All right, let's check out the cover of the Barron's magazine. Boom, this metal could rock the world. Yeah, so rare earth minerals are vital to tech innovation, and China dominates the field. Can the US catch up? Yeah, mine has been 444 all the time lately. It's like in my face everywhere. So here we have Barron's. This kind of looks maybe black goldish. Does that look like gold to you, or is it tungsten? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Page 17, and the new boom in bank mergers. So we're going to see banks failing, I'm guessing, because they're talking about bank mergers, which means that somebody has to buy them out. So that's going to be a bigger move in the banking world. So definitely checking out XLF this week. Well, if you look at the actual number, you can see there's a top and there's a bottom. Right, Willie? So extremes, top and bottom of an 8. Yeah, yeah. So the boom in bank mergers, let's watch the banks this week. Let's look at our Economist cover again. So the Economist cover 3 trillion bet on AI. They're literally burning money. So they're going to devalue the US dollar. It looks like they're putting it into like a train almost. The train conductors shoveling money in to fuel the AI bet going into crypto. So I believe that crypto is going to have a massive run up, which we have already somewhat seen. And also I did my segment for Angela Miles on Doge and Solana. So let's get into, let me tweet out what we are covering today, more so than what I just have here. And then, oh, negative, bummer. I'll just have to redo that. That's okay. BTC, hold on with me. Bear with me for a second. I gotta put this stuff here. Oh, see, well, it's okay. I'll leave it like that for today. Okay, so let me tweet out what we are covering so we can help more peeps. All right. All right, here we go. Tesla, Open, Intel, HSDT, Baidu, IonQ, NVDA, Intel, HSDT, Baidu, IonQ, NVDA, Glue, GCTK, Fofo, SBET, and AstraZeneca. You know what? I want to check out UNH too. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty sad, isn't it? That the dollar is so devalued. Well, you know what? They did it to the dollar. And yet it's a debt that, you know, people, it's a debt instrument. What happens if we go to an asset-backed system that's actually backed by gold and silver? Yeah, that should be interesting. Okay. All right, we got that tweeted out. So, welcome. If you are new to the live stream, welcome. We are going to look at the big money levels for crypto and stocks. Why should you care about what I have to say? I've been in the market for 25 years, discovered the big money point of control in the market and how to utilize that to trade, how to use it on a swing trade, how to use it on a day trade. I created an ebook about it as well. If you go to carpeprofit.com, it's right here, carpeprofit.com. You go to the bottom of the page, which would be boom right here as well. Then it will bring you to the Trade Like a Billionaire book, How to Profit by Following the Big Money Flow. So it's right there. Check it out. $11. The stock I asked about is a lot less fun than these stocks. Did I miss it, Fish and Deer? You gave it to me. Wing. Wing, wing, wing. I'm sorry. I missed it. I'm putting it over here. Wing. Is that Buffalo Wings? Buffalo Wild Wings? I feel like it is. Not swings. Wings. That's really weird. I did something and I don't know how I got there. Wingstop. There you go. Oh, not a worry, Willie. Not a worry. So Wing is down. It does not have any pre-market trading volume. So I can't really map it out too well for a day trade because there's no pre-market trading volume. So we'll do, are you in it for a swing trade and day trade? When you guys are looking at it like Julie did, can you say, hey, you know, day trade? I know Julie's pretty much a day trader as well. So just put in for day or swing with it, and that way I'll know what I'm looking at for you. You betcha, Shovel. You betcha. Right here. All right, great. All that is good. They want to kill the dollar and start a civil war to eliminate the $38 trillion debt. Well, yeah. You know when, hold on. If we want to get on that topic, yeah. Here, I'm going to put in a YouTube. Maybe I could just play it. Here, I'm just going to put this here. I'm not going to say anything about it, but I'm going to post a link for you guys to watch. That happened on September 10th, so of 2001. That could have been somewhat of a catalyst to distraction, kind of like the catalyst to distraction on. Are you shorting it, Fish and Deer, too? We'll talk about it. Okay, so let's get into crypto. Let's look at the big money. Let's see where we have this going. All right, so big money for Bitcoin still at 117,983.90 for the daily point of control. On the intraday, we have the big money point of control down at 114,887.29. All right, let's go to Ethereum. All right, this is playing over and over again, and I don't really want it to. I don't know if it was playing out loud for you guys, but I hope not, because that would be kind of annoying. All right, the day level for Ethereum is the same. Intraday level is 45.23 and 59 cents. Let's go to XRP. XRP daily level. Yeah, Willie, we'll talk about it. We will talk about it. Are you talking about that video that I sent you? The wow in relation to what you're talking about too? Yeah. Trying to keep it so I don't get myself kicked off. Yeah. Okay, so over here, 3.0102, that has not changed. XRP, big money volume for intraday is 2.9811 because, you know, there's, I put it in the chat. Do you not see it in the chat? I put the video in the chat. I could post it over on Twitter. I'll post it here. People might wonder what it is, but, you know. There you go. I posted it on Twitter. Just don't want to. Sometimes when you say certain words, your videos get blocked, and so I just, you know, all that sort of stuff. Any event. Right. So let's go to XLM. Big money levels up here, still above us. The intraday level is 0.38. 0.3876. 0.387619. You see it, Fish and Deer? Awesome. Okay. Doge. Why are you not changing? Yeah, it's crazy, right? So there's a lot of that, and there's a lot of awareness coming to people of things like reporting from last week. How many different videos were reported? How many different shots, like angles, I should say, correction, angles. Did you see things reported from? Did that reporting ever change? The original ones, can you go back and find the original ones? All sorts of things. 2.3625. Okay, so let's go to Bitcoin. Let's check out a day trading setup for Bitcoin. We will look at Ethereum next. So right now, as far as my opinion on crypto, I think, hey, crypto is a great way to trade it. I would not personally put a store of wealth into crypto because it is a digital file on a digital network. If that digital network goes down like FTX, where does your money go? Poof, thin air. Who ends up owning your money? The people that you bought it from. Just like a regular trade in the stock market, right? There's always a winning side and a losing side. And if you are on the wrong side, then that can be pretty nasty, right? Especially if the big guys are on the other side of that trade. So for potential trades for today on Bitcoin, short below 114,800 and potential long above 116,000. Let's look at Ethereum. So Ethereum right now, big money is below. We seem to be setting up a head and shoulders type scenario, and I would use the 42.98 as the neckline for that. For the intraday trade, I would go up above 46.40 or below over here 4,500. Can we go 4,500? Let's do 4,505. Oopsies. You see how it really stopped right on this pivot? Boom. 4508.99. Yeah, they work in cryptos too. So 4505 and 4640. Right now, bigger money is below, and they could really be devaluing the dollar, trying to encourage people to buy crypto as a way to, yes, bail it out. They tried that with, let's go here, ISO 20022, and you will see the articles, everything, all about it. This is the way where they were trying to a single standardization approach methodology process and repository to be used by all financial standard initiatives. So they're trying to eliminate SWIFT, right? SWIFT was set up when you had the internet set up, and it's a very arduous system, but they were trying to really set this up as a global project. And if we go back to ISO 20022, timeline for execution, the implementation, right? Here is where they say end of CBPR plus, right? They were trying to do the mitigation and integration. Let's go to images. Let's see how far back we have this. So we have it, they were really trying here. This is where they were looking to really have everybody adopt it. Let's open image in new tab right here, right? So they wanted everybody to be using it, ISO migration, and they wanted it to really be in effect end of 2022, right? But now they've started to move it forward, and they're like, oh, so they wanted to have this integration system set up and already be in effect by the end of 22. But it didn't happen because it can't. Because it's not part of the current system with the allocation numbers and everything like that. So all of this is fluff. And when you go back to look at the ISO 20022, who set this up initially is WEF. Let's go back here. WEF. It's all part of BTIF. That they were trying to set this up as part of the World Economic Forum Davos inclusion of sort of control. So, do I think that it's going to really materialize? No. Oh, look, we just dropped below the big money level over here on XRP. Are there ones, like I did a big thing about tokenization? If you go to the Stellar network itself, that you can see that they were setting up for tokenization real use cases and asset tokenization right here, where they were talking about setting up investment assets, digital assets, and they were talking about setting up tokenized securities right here, right? You want to talk about the Fed saying, hey, let's tokenize securities. Boom, it's right here, Stellar Network. Know this from 3 years ago, right? So it's not a surprise that they're trying to really push this right now. The leading tokenized investment space, especially in the tokenized US Treasury space. So if you guys are curious, here, maybe I'll put this in relation to, and let me tweet that out. Let's see. Let me post tokenized treasuries, Stellar XLM. And then I will copy the link so that I give it to everybody. Whoops, that's okay. I can cut that because I'm going to paste it right here. There we go. All right, so if they wanted to look at that stuff, it's all been out there for a while. I have literally billions of tokenized stock ready to go in case they were to do it, but I really don't think they will. All right, 3.02, don't think it's truly happening. It's an attempt. Maybe I can capitalize off of that, like my $400 and time that I spent buying tokenized assets. Even my little kiddos. 2.96 and 3.02, but it's just not really gonna work. All right, XLM over here. In my opinion, it's not gonna work. But I can hedge as if it potentially might. All right, let's put this up there, 0.396, 0.396. Ooh la la, I always forget over here, I gotta put the 0.396. Break out up there or below. Let's put it below 3.3. 0.376888. There's your 8s. 0.376888 and 0.396 for XLM there. Anything that makes a process easier will succeed. People are lazy in general. People also don't want to do their own self-educating. They don't want to educate themselves. So they just go with what's on TV. Hey, it's a lot easier to be told what to do than to do it myself and be a free thinker. 0.26888 for Doge. Or below, over here, 0.2592. 0.2592 and 0.26888. All right, let's go to Solana. So Doge, in my opinion, is likely going to move to the upside with ETFs being released. You like the idea of trading cards worth shares or coins. It's kind of like Pokemons, right? Let's go above 239 for Solana or below 234. All right, let's head on over to Tesla. I know you all we're looking at Tesla. Everybody wants to know about Tesla today. All right, let me tweet out this over here. Boom, boom, boom. You know what, maybe I'm just gonna say, can I edit this? It won't let me edit this post. Okay. Yes. All right, so Tesla, just a little move since Friday. Short squeeze central. Let's go over here to see what the short volume is like. Tesla SXC is one I'm watching as well for a downward wedge breakout for a longer term trade. If you guys want to be in the know as to what I'm checking out there. All right, so we had more buying than selling on open. Who are they selling to? Who sold to the 55% that we're buying? You have to always remember two sides to a trade, right? 0.37 for HSDT. Let's check out Baidu, 49%. Let's check out Glue. Glue was 26%, meaning 74% long. Let's check out Wing for our other ones that we're checking out. 69% short. Who mentioned Wing? Fish and Deer? There you go. People are shorting it. Look at this high short volume, right? So really high short volume. Over the past 50 days, people have been shorting this. So is that going to hit 240? My guess is that it'll stop at 257 right there, just looking at this chart. All right, let's go look at one more, IonQ. Elon bought 1 billion what? Willie. All right, IonQ, 52% short. All right, so let's go back. Let's map out the Tesla trade over here. Let's put on a 5-minute. All right, so where is the big money? Overall, on the daily, it's below us. For the intraday right now, ooh, they sold at 428 and 50 cents. Let's go at 430 breakout for a potential long trade, or let's give it some space and let's allow it to come back and test over here. Most people would probably say 425, but we've got this right here. So let's look at 424. Ah, okay. So 424 and 430. All right, let's look at open. Open right now, big money level I would be watching is at 975. I did add on some extra points of control over here. So 975 is at a level I would watch. So above 980 or below 950 for potential short. That's 10 cents negative. Let's put it down here. 937, 15 cents short, below 920. Uh-oh, what did I do? I don't know what I did over here. Below 920 would be a 920 would be a bigger gap down to 892. So for now, put 937 and 9.8. 9.8 is going to give you 16 cents. Above 10 is going to really skyrocket it to the upside. I feel like something is missing here. Where are my other pivots? I see them here. I don't see them drawn yet for today. Very interesting. Hold on, let's go here. Settings, inputs. Interesting. Why are they not, it's not drawing them now. Undo. I'm only seeing part of my pivots. Something wonky's going on. All right, I'll deal with that later. But that's interesting. Quite interesting that it's not drawing them. Okay, Intel. Bit F up 18%. We'll check it out. I'll add that over here too. Okay. Intel coming to test. Nice. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. Okay, so Intel, we've got to watch the 250 level. Sorry, 2450 level. That's where the big money is located. Let's put up above 2450. 2455. 2455 for potential long trade or short below 2425. All right, let's go to HSDT. All right, HSDT. I want to mess around with the indicators here for a second because this is really bugging me. I'll do it later. All right, HSDT. So 5-minute chart over here. Y is I feel like I've got some computer gremlins. All right. So for today, for HSDT, let's put it above 3150. No, we can bring it back down here. Yeah, 3150, 3050. 3050 for potential long trade. And I'd go below 17 for potential short trade. Very wide because it is so low float. And I would wait. 17 and 3050. Also, we did not check out the calendar for this week. Let's filter it out. None. USD. Apply. Empire State Manufacturing. Quite red, huh? At 8:30. And then tomorrow we have core retail sales. Okay, let's go on to Baidu. Baidu Wing IonQ. All right, Baidu, big money is 108.45. This song is annoying me. I'm sorry if it's annoying you guys. It's annoying me. All right. You know what? This music today, just not really loving it. Let's go hip hop. More filters. Okay. There we go. Better. All right, so Baidu today up above 1550 or below 1480. 114.80 and 115.50. All right, let's look at Wing. All right, Wing right now looking like a short, but when we pull it back, looks like 257 would be my target. Then I don't think it's going to go all the way down. It may be 258.58 there for the short trade on Wing. Thank you, Willie. Willie saying hit that like if you guys like. That's right. Hit the like, subscribe, turn on notifications. More importantly, share with friends. Look at this IonQ breakout. Nice wedge breakout. That's what I'm watching on SX Charlie. Sierra Echo Char. No, not Sierra X-Ray Charlie. All right. 57 here for IonQ. And 57.80 to the upside. Above 58.06, even better. Look at that. 58.06, you got $2 potential move there to the upside. Let's look at Glue. Glue day trade. It looks like it wants to move up. Do you see this, Julie? Are you out, Julie? I mentioned it before. It's not looking like it wants to go down. Looks like it wants to squeeze. Let's put $8 for potential long trade there on Glue. Or below over here, 7. 7 and 8. There we go. All right, let's get on over to NVIDIA. Okay, good. NVIDIA over here. Oh yeah, they sold. They moved their point of control back up and they sold where they sold for the other quarters. So let's check this out. Let's go above 176 for a potential long. You know what we need to put on here? Where is Roger? Roger, are you with us today? AMD. Roger's an AMD trader. 174.50 here. 174.50 and 176. All right, Golf Charlie Tango Kilo, GCTK. Big money above. Up above 888 or below 820. This is extra low float, so caution on that one. 8.2, 8.88. All right, let's go to FOFO. Let's put this on a 45-minute over here. So FOFO is a newer IPO stock, down $2.32. The big money is still below. For today, for the intraday level, it is right at $10. So I would say short below 950 or long, let's make it green over here. We've got 1055, long above 1060. We got 1063. We've got a Camarillo there. Let's put above 1080 right there. So 1080 or 950. go to SBET. All right, over here. 1720 is where the big money level is so far. Gotta go for now. All right, have a great one, Willie. Have a great one. Wishing you profits. All right, above 760 for SBET or below 16.99. Oh, let's put this back on the 24-hour. 16.99 and 17.60. AstraZeneca gapping down today. No idea what the news is, don't really care. Just see that we have an island gap for now to the downside. Is it going to retrace, or is this going to continue to move to the upside? I'd say above 78.42 for the potential long trade there, or below 77.47. Right there. We made it really easy today on this one, eh? 77.47 and 78.42. All right, let's go to the indexes. The Dow, we have not seen that they have changed their point of control yet. Still bullish, still big bulls. Oh, sorry. I should post a funny picture of my fence that I put to try to protect some plants from the deer. And what did the deer do? Jumped right into it. It looked like I had a deer pen. It was really funny. All right, potential day trade on the Dow below 460 or above 460.80. All right, here we have the Russell. Inside day so far for the Russell. So up above 239.51. Below 238.92. $238.92 and $239.51. All right, let's go to the Qs. They moved their big money level up to 579.96. All right, we are well above that. $588.80 or below 587. And the SPY. $659.80 and $658.60. All right, 658. Yep, 60 and 659.80. All right, there you go. I hope you all have an amazing trading day. Watch Tesla skyrocketing up to the upside. Have an amazing trading day. Carpe profit, seize those profits one trade at a time.